just to disrupt the next movement. Ooh, that was pretty slick. I don't know if Silvio's going to grab that leg. Nah, Silvio put him for a nice takedown. Silvio goes for a bit of a a bit of a trick move there. Look at this, getting John to react. That's probably oh, nice. Let's check that out. Hey guys, back for another breakdown video. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 1 today. One of our tournament matches from our in-house Joslin's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament that we do for our students many times per year. In this match we have Silvio, one of our up-and-coming young grapplers here. Great competitor, a lot of heart, a lot of technique. Hard worker against John, another hard worker as well. Come a long way since he started, and he's done a lot of tournaments as well. So this is a tough match, and again it's at our in-house tournament. We're going to get to that action for you here. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to share some details that I think will help both of these guys be even more deadly on the mats. So Silvio is on the right and Gian is on the left. And they think, I don't know if this was finals or what this was, but we'll see if we can figure it out as we go. I think it was pretty close to the finals, or maybe in the finals. Both looking for a grip. Silvio's got that right hand on the collar, strong grip. Now, again, you see that very common here. You see when both of their hips are back. Okay, see how the hips are kind of back, and him as well. It makes it very tough for you to, take the guy down this way because his legs are so back, or for you to grab a leg and get a single leg. So Silvio kind of feels it and he tries to make him fall forward. So in no-gi, a lot of times we'd snap him down to a front headlock. But in gi, it's a little trickier because the guy has a hand on your collar, so it's hard to really get his head underneath you by like snapping him down. So what Silvio does here, he tries a bit of a drag and tries to drag him on his face here and get on top. And we'll see what happens here. Okay, so that could have, he disrupted the balance. But the problem was, you see the left hand here? The left hand is holding the arm. So if this hand was just dangling, and he could pull just with this hand on the collar, if this hand was just kind of dangling, he'd be able to turn to his knees and grab the leg instead. I think I've talked about this in a past video, the same move. So what you'll see as he falls here, boom. So if he made him fall on this left hand, it's a little far now, but if this left hand could go around the leg, he would be able to bulldoze him over this way and get that takedown. But John shows a good job of landing on the knees instead of on his side, and he pops back to his feet. So good disruption of balance, but not enough to get that 2-point takedown, get that top position. It seems like both guys want to get that top position right now. See if someone pulls guard. Same goes for the same move again. He feels that pressure, ends up pulling a guard instead. He's got the half guard. Feels more comfortable in the closed guard, maybe a spider guard or something, so he's trying to get his feet out, and he closes the guard up. Okay, you see what John did there? That was actually a really good position here. So rather than staying bent, a lot of people, especially at white belt, is they get comfortable in this kind of 90-degree bend of the body. You see, and that can be very dangerous. So you almost feel safe. You feel like you're not going to get swept back. You have good balance, but you're very vulnerable to arm locks and triangles even sometimes. So, and the problem is you're not going to open the legs. You're not going to be able to bring this hand back, start pushing on the knee and open the legs without losing your balance and losing the whole position. So John feels that, and he does a good job of standing up. So you see right now, he picks him up, boom. So this is exactly what you want to do. You want to get yourself into a vertical position, you see, up and down. And the opponent now, you see, he's struggling a little bit because now he's got gravity pulling him down, and his hands are holding on, his legs are remaining locked. Now John's going to be able to push that. Now I haven't seen what happens here, but I think he's going to be able to open the guard based on that position. I bet you those legs will open right now. Boom, there you go. Okay, so what happened there? Let's see here. So he opened the guard, and why did he fall forward? A little bit of a kick by Silvio. I think when you get that guard open, John needs to lower his backside a little more. See, Silvio does a good job of rocking him up, balance with a bit of a de la Riva there, and takes him over. Just to disrupt the next movement. Ooh, that was pretty slick. So what did he do there? That was so he rolled. So it's kind of unorthodox. He made John lose his balance, but then look, he took advantage and popped into a roll. Bam! Right into a single leg. Pretty cool. And if he gets on top, it should be 2 points. John doing a good job of sprawling. Can he finish it? He's got the pants. John knows, though, I think he's going to give up those 2 points, and he defends it. Well done. Let's see if we can see how he could finish that takedown a little bit better here. So, if he could have finished it there. I think his best chance was right there. Okay, as soon as he knocked him on his hip here, instead of trying to finish from that position, I think if he would jump over to this side, so now he'd be on this side, he's going to be able to finish that takedown. See, because his head's on the same side. So it's going to be hard to keep him down. See, right there, if he jumped over to the other side, good sprawl. So we'll continue on. So you can see both these guys do not want to give an inch here. A lot of heart. The crowd's behind him, cheering him on, all the friends and teammates. That's what I like about the in-house tournament. Everybody's cheering each other on. Whether sometimes you cheer one guy on, the other guy starts to win, then you cheer the other guy on. So it's a pretty cool environment. So again, they're back, and again, they kind of have that lean, so they're still vulnerable to the front. So I imagine that SIlvio will probably try the drag again to try to drag him down. But John's got good balance, and I don't know if SIlvio's going to grab that leg. No, see, SIlvio put him for a nice takedown. So again, when your butt is back, you're vulnerable for those throws forward. So you see John puts his foot up. Good. 1 foot in the hips. He lifts, and well done. 2 points. Nice clean 2 points. And he advances right to half guard. So one thing SIlvio could have done there, as soon as he feels like, okay, it's half guard, right? He knows it's half guard. John really doesn't have control yet. You see, he doesn't really have control of the upper body. So what he needs to do, SIlvio needs to use that left arm across the neck in the far collar, the right hand on the far bicep. And he needs to prevent his opponent from dropping the chest down onto him, which he does here. See, so right there, bam. And then he gets the underhook crossface, so it's a whole new fight now. Tougher fight, I should say. But he's doing good now. He's prying on the face, trying to make a little space, get back to knee shield, see how the knee comes in. That's what I was kind of talking about. So I think if he got that position right away, as soon as he realized he was in half guard, he wouldn't have to do that extra work. But he got it back, see, and he wants that close guard. Now see if John picks him up again. So they moved him back to the center now, restart same position. And look to John to stand up and pick him up again. Okay, yeah, he was already in that position, so this is what we're talking about. We want to see if John's going to stand all the way up. He's trying to pick him up again. Good idea. But SIlvio's starting to attack, maybe under the leg with his right hand. Yep, you can see in the mirror, his right hand was going underneath. He was kind of going for a muscle sweep. John stands up and gets that guard open again. SIlvio working for a bit of a triangle. Okay, let's back that up just a touch. So that far arm of John's is creating a bit of a problem here, you see. He's bugging the pants here, okay? So SIlvio kind of wants to go for a triangle, you can see, because see how that arm's in? But it's tough because he's got to hold those pants. So what you want to do is you want to use this hand and rip that off. Be aggressive. See how this hand's kind of not doing much right now? Or you want to circle that foot inside, put it on the bicep, and start kicking on the bicep. And then you would switch your left hand to this collar, and then you would play a collar sleeve. Right hand would go to this sleeve. Yeah, but then you have to be comfortable with that kind of collar sleeve on this side, both sides. All right, so let's see here. I think SIlvio has triangle on his mind, you see, because I was trying to rip there, right there, but John was waiting and he had a grip, so he threw it by and potentially gets the pass here. Well done. So we got the guard pass now. He's holding. SIlvio goes for a bit of a trick move there. Look at this, getting John to react. That's probably oh, nice. Let's check that out again. I got to give credit to Sensei Jason Powell at Joslin. He probably showed him that one. That's one of I believe Sensei's patented moves here. You see how he gets the Americana from the bottom? Now this is John's, he should see how he doesn't have the hand around the head? This is a common thing a lot with many of my white belts actually. As soon as you get side control, you need to wrap that head. You need to get that arm around here. You don't want to just keep crushing here. The SIlvio would be able to turn in if you wanted to. But you see SIlvio's option here was different. He was going to go for the Americana. So look, as he starts to reach back, his right hand grabs the wrist. He gets an Americana. Now you might not get the tap, but you're definitely going to get some type of reaction. and maybe even get a reversal. So you won't get a sweep because it's not from the guard. But look, 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 look. Wow, he turned it around. John turns to the turtle. So you're looking at that. You can see John. So as soon as he got on the bottom, it's better for John to turn in. Okay, he got caught. He got reversed. Now let's go flat on our back. And let's start turning this way, facing back in, trying to get guard back, trying to wrestle. But he does what a lot of people do is they turn the turtle because they feel like they're going to be able to shake maybe a smaller guy off them. See here? Boom. But now you got SIlvio on your back. Because he wouldn't have scored any points for that reversal. It was just an escape from side control using Americana. But now you got to get this guy off your back. And SIlvio looks like he's got good back control there. He puts the hook in nice. Trying to turtle, doing a good job. What he could have done there, okay, you see at this point, see a move for John here. So SIlvio did a good job. Let's back up and see what SIlvio did. So you see SIlvio connected his seatbelt. See his left arm went under, his right arm went over, his hands are connected underneath John's stomach, and then he puts his foot up, he collapses this way, and he makes this hook right away, and John can't feel it happening. So let's see, boom, and now he falls. He's got the bottom hook. It's important to have that bottom hook. So John does a good job here. Watch, he turtles. He turtles, bam. Now, he could get this hook out if he uses his left leg. So if his left leg hooks over this leg, he would be able to take this leg out, and then it would be more like kind of pulling the guy under, getting into side control on top of them, or at least getting away. But this hook creates a bit of a problem going forward. You see, right there is open. He could have probably stepped out, but now he still has one hook. He's got the seatbelt. Hook still there. He still could take it off with that pry, and now SIlvio scores the 4 points. And this all happened just because John turned, instead of turning into guard, which feels like more work at the time, he turned in the back, which feels kind of easy, and give the back. But then there's more work, like it's deceiving. So if you turn in, it's going to be more work initially. If you turn and give your back, you could be done, or you could have to work extremely hard to get out, if you even do get out.
John, don't let him flatten you, John. Keep moving, John.
Okay, he's going for a bow and arrow. See if he gets it. All right, we'll explain that as he gets it. So that was a nice choke. So what he did there, he actually did it very, very, very well. Okay, so his right hand, you can't see it, but his right hand is reaching around the neck and getting in the far collar, under the throat. And then he reaches the pants, left hand. So this is going to be two options. This left hand can reach around the whole leg, or it can just grab the pants. Now, he didn't really put his head around. Like, I would put my head sometimes all the way over here if I'm going to grab the whole leg, but he did the option where he kind of didn't put his head as far, and then he grabbed the leg here. See there? Boom. Swinging the head. Now he takes the right leg, takes the hook out, and puts it over the far shoulder. So just right there. So he's going to put that over the shoulder, and that's going to give him some counter pressure on his his choke. So there, boom, over the shoulder, and then he squeezes. Now look, if the opponent rolls, this leg control is going to help him. See the hand on the pants? So if the opponent actually rolls over, so which many times John might feel that pressure and roll to his back, he's going to have a perfect bow and arrow and chokes. You'll see he has the pants, he has the leg over the shoulder, he probably has his feet crisscrossed here. You can kind of see it. And then he would go for the finish. And that's probably one of the tightest chokes that you can get caught in. And he gets the submission. There's no joke because John's a tough guy. You can see how much fighting spirit he has. And for him to tap, that's a tough choke. That's a tight choke. So well done. Great match, guys. John did some really good stuff. John had that nice takedown. That was amazing. And SIlvio did the calm under pressure and got the Americana from the bottom. Very slick. I've never pulled that off myself. So my hats off to SIlvio there. Some great moves, great composure. And I look forward to seeing these guys continue to grow on the mats, improve their skills. And I see some great things in their future. So great job, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back for another breakdown video soon.